Hello, law firm owners. Welcome to the Law and Quarter podcast, where we're not just aiming for the top, we're redefining it. I'm your host, Jayden Doyé, your friendly CPA, with a passion for turning good firms into great ones. Whether it's networking, branding, or the nitty-gritty of growing your finances, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get ready to make some waves. Today's episode is called Brand You. Stand out or get out. Today we're going to talk about the importance of personal branding. First question I'm going to answer is, how do you define your UVP, unique value proposition? We live in a world where a lot of people think that they're experts, right? And on social media now you have all these people that don't have degrees or licenses or don't have the knowledge to be truly giving advice, but they're giving advice anyway, right? And because they're doing it in a trendy way, unfortunately, consumers are taking that advice, applying it, and unfortunately, they are getting themselves in more trouble. So you, as a service provider, have to provide a unique twist to the environment. So what I recommend you do is figure out, one, a narrow niche market that you can serve. See, a lot of people struggle with this because they feel like, I'm going to be missing out on money. But what happens when you be the person that says, I'm going to serve everybody, is that you get any and everybody, and most of those people don't have money. But when you're very clear about who you're serving and how you serve them, then you're more likely to get people from that subset because they see you as an expert that's always talking to that niche market. So first of all, becoming an expert in serving that niche market is going to be important. So whatever type of CLEs you have to do, whatever type of workshops you have to do or work experience you have to get so that you can become an expert, you need to do that. Also, you want to talk about what type of history you've had. Are there certain certifications that you have? Are there certain type of results that you've gotten for previous clients? All of these go into your unique value proposition and make you stand out amongst your competition. The next question I'm going to answer is, how can your personal story enhance your brand? When you're growing your firm, people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So when you're growing your firm to maybe up to about the $2 million mark, most likely most of the clients are coming in because of you personally. And if you can connect with them on a personal level, then they will feel more connected to you. And you're expediting that know, like, and trust factor that you need for people to feel comfortable working with you. So I like to say, give a story as to why you do what you do. And if you do what you do just because you didn't want to work for somebody else, don't say that. Please don't say that. Please do a deep dive and figure out what it is that is truly the why behind what you do and be able to effectively communicate that. You also want to talk about the impact that you want to give. So for myself, our CPA firm, we donate a substantial amount of money every year to various bar associations because they're giving scholarships to people that are going into law school or already in law school, trying to make sure that they can finish law school. And that is a cause that I stand strong behind, especially with the fact that less than 5% of lawyers in the US are Black. I think that there's a lot of people that may be discouraged to go into the field because they don't have the capital to do so. And so I support organizations that support that cause. What are the top mistakes to avoid in personal branding? So one of the things I want to make sure that you guys do is don't feel the need to overshare. So a lot of people share their family on social media. While that can work greatly for maybe an estate planning attorney, for the criminal defense attorney, that might not be a part of your personal branding that you want to put out there just because of the risk associated with it. The other mistake that I see is the need to feel like you have to help everybody or trying to convince people that don't want your service or value your service that they should value your service. You want to speak directly to the people that already see the value in your service. A lot of times I see trademark attorneys do this. They're trying to convince people that haven't even officially formed their LLC that they need a trademark. And let's just be real, if someone isn't business savvy enough to legally form their entity, get the business licensure that they need to be doing business in the state or city that they're in, they're less likely to see the value in having a trademark and truly protecting a brand that isn't even legally created. So those are some of the mistakes that I see. The next question is, how can you leverage social media to amplify your brand? So I usually recommend having 2 pages, a business page and a personal page. So the business page, of course, is where you do a lot of the educational content. This is where you want to make sure that you have some type of corporate image, right? On the personal page, this is where you still want to give educational content, but this is where you can be a little bit more relaxed, right? This is where you want people to actually see that you're a human being. And so I don't say that you have to do all of the trending dances that people do on TikTok. I think, that's a trend that works for some people, but professional service providers, that's not usually the way that you have to grow your brand. Honestly, education is the way to go. So if you can show people that you're an industry expert, if you can break it down on your personal page through storytelling in ways that a 5th grader could understand, then you're more likely to get people to convert to clients. Are you loving the gems that I'm dropping? If you're ready to take your law firm to the next level, why not book a complimentary consultation with me, and let's tailor these strategies to your firm. Just use the link in the description of this video. Remember, the sky's the limit, but why not shoot for the stars? And that's a wrap for this episode of the Law and Quarter podcast. I hope you're walking away with ideas that'll set your practice on fire in the best way possible. Hope you'll join me on the next episode. Until then, keep making it rain.